How is your exam? I hope you all are write your exam properly. And in the previous class, we discussed about knowing our number exercise 1.1, question number 1 to 4. And now, today we are going to discuss to solve the balance questions from exercise 1.1. That is from 5 to 12. Okay. Before that, I remember you that we also learned about some conversion of units. There are kilogram into gram, then kilometer into meter, and again one more thing, that is liters into milliliter. Liter into milliliter. Here we convert kilogram into gram. We multiply the number of kilogram into 1000. And to convert kilometer into meter, we multiply the number of kilometers into 1000. And here is also to convert liters into milliliter, we multiply the number of liters into 1000. Okay. There is another conversion, that is meter into centimeter. Meter into centimeter. To convert meter into centimeter, we multiply the number of meter into 100. The number of meter into 100. An example is given 20 meter. For converting 20 meter into centimeter, we multiply the number of meter, that is 20. 20 by 100. 20 into 100. That is 2 into 1, 2, and in 20 there is 1 0, and in 100 there is 2 0. If we put 3 zeros together 2. Okay, so 2000 centimeter. We convert 20 meters into centimeters. We multiply 20 into 100, and we get 2000 centimeter. So to convert meter into centimeter, we multiply the number of meter into 100. Listen. Multiply the number of meter into 100. Okay. This conversion used in our exercise 1.1. And now we start our exercise 1.1. And the fifth question. Take your textbook, page number 17, and the question number 5. Question number 5. And look at the question. Read carefully. Find the difference between the greatest and the least 5-digit number that can be written using the digits 6, 2, 7, 4, 3. Each only once. Once again, find the difference between the greatest and least 5 digits number. Least 5-digit number that can be written using the digits. Which are the digits? 6, 2, 7, 4, 3. 6, 2, 7, 4, 3. Okay, and each only once. That means this digits does not repeated. Okay, so we want to find the difference between the greatest and smallest or least number by using these 5 digits. Okay, so for find the difference, we Greatest number means the number that can be made using 6, 2, 7, 4 and 3. We want to write the greatest number by using these 5 digits. Okay. So, first we write the greatest number. For write the greatest number, we write or take the greatest digit first. Which is the greatest digit from these 5 digits? 6, 2, 7, 4 or 3. Which is the greatest digit? Yes, 7 is the greatest digit. So, to write the greatest number, we write first the greatest digit. Okay, that is 7. And in the remaining 4 digits, that is 6, 2, 4 and 3. Which is the greatest digit? 6, 2, 4 or 3? Yes, here 6 is the greatest digit. So, you can write 6 here. And there is remaining 3 digits. Which is the greatest digit from these 3 digits? 2, 4 or 3? Which is the greatest digit? Yes, 4 is the greatest digit. So, we can write over the 4. Okay, 4 in third position. And there is another 2 digits, that is 2 and 3. We want to write the greatest number, so we want to find the greatest digit from these remaining 2 digits. Is the greatest digit 2 or 3? Yes, 3 is the greatest digit. Okay, so we can write 3. And there is only one remaining digit, that is 2. So we can write 2 here. Okay, how can we read this number? It's also ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, then 10,000. Very good, 10,000. How can we use comma in this number? Yes, the first comma comes after 100. Okay, so here is the first comma. Okay, so we can read this number as how many thousands? 7 and 16, thousands we read, and we read 7 and 6 together. So 76,432. 76,432. So 76,432 is the greater number that we can write using these 5 digits. Okay. So we want to find the difference between greatest number and the smallest number. Okay. So we want to find the smallest number by using these 5 digits. Okay. So our next step is smallest digit. Smallest number. Smallest number. The smallest number that we can write also using these 5 digits, that are 6, 2, 7, 4 and 3. Okay. So, for writing smallest number, in easy way we write in the greatest number in reversing order. That is, first we write 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So easy way. Okay. So for finding the smallest number using these same digits, we can write the greatest number in reversing order, and we can get the smallest number. That is, we write 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay. How can we read this number? The first comma comes after 100 position. That is ones, tens and hundreds. Okay. Here is the first comma, and we can read this number as 23,467. So this is the greatest and smallest number that can be write using these 5 digits. Okay. So the greatest number is 76,432 and the smallest number is 23,467. That we can write using these 5 digits. Okay. And our question is, find the difference between the greatest and the smallest digit using these digits. First we identify the greatest and the smallest numbers, and the next step is difference between the numbers and the difference between the numbers, or simply difference. For finding difference, we use subtraction. For find the difference between two numbers, we use subtraction. So we subtract the smallest number from the greatest number. Okay. So we can write the greatest number first, that is 76,432. For finding difference, we use subtraction, is minus. Okay. And we write the smallest number 23,467. Okay. For finding the difference, we subtract the greatest number. Subtract the smallest number from the greatest number. Okay. So your margin, you subtract the numbers, that is 76,432 and 23,467. Okay. Here 2 minus 7. We cannot subtract 7 from 2 because 7 is the greatest digit. So we want to borrow from here. The 3 become 2 and 1 drop, that is 12. Okay. 12 minus 7. 12 minus 7, that is 5. Okay. Then 2 minus 6. Here also we cannot find the difference between or subtract 6 from 2. So we want to borrow. Here 3 and here the 2 become 12. Okay. 12 minus 6 is 6. And here the number digits are 3 and 4. 3 minus 4. We cannot subtract 4 from 3 and we want to borrow. And here 6 become 5 and the 1 dot it become 13. It become 13. So 13 minus 4. 13 minus 4. 13 minus 4. 9. 13 minus 4. 9. Then 5 minus 3 is 2. Then 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2. Yes, 5. So the answer is 5, 2, 9, 6, 5. 5, 2, 9, 6, 5. And we can write 5, 2, 9, 6, 5. And how can we read this number? How can we read this number? Is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. And the first comma comes after hundreds position. Then we can read this number as 52,965. Okay. So the answer is 52,965. 52,965. And the next question, question number 6. Question number 6. Read the question. Read the question number 6 carefully. You can read it. A machine on an average manufactures 2,825 screws a day. That means a machine produces 2,825 screws in one day. Okay. And how many screws did it produce in the month of January 2006? So we want to find the total number of screws produced in the month of January 2006. Here is one clue is given, that is the number of screws produced in one day. The number of screws produced in one day or per day. Okay. So we want to find the total number of or the number of screws produced in the month of January 2006. And for finding that, we want to write the number of days in January 2006. How many days in January? Yes, 31 days. And for finding the number of screws produced in the month, we multiply the number of screws produced in one day by number of days in January. Okay. Here we can write the steps. In your question, look the question carefully. A machine on an average manufactures 2,825 screws a day. That is 2,825 means the number of screws produced in one day or in a day. Okay. So first step is number of screws produced in one day or simply screws produced in one day. And in sixth question, our first step is screws, and you also write in number of screws produced in one day. Here I write screws produced in one day. How many screws were produced in one day or in a day? Yes, 2,825. 2,825 is equal to 2,825. Okay. And we want to find the number of screws produced in the month of January. So, we want to write the total number of days in January. So, our next step is number of days in January. Days in January. How many days in January? Yes, then we have 31 days. So we can write 31. And next we want to find the number of screws produced in January. Screws produced during January 2006. For finding the number of screws produced in January 2006, we use multiplication. That means here given only the number of screws produced in one day and we write the total number of days in January. Okay. So we can multiply the number of screws produced in one day into number of days in January. That means 2,825 into number of days in January 31. Okay. So, we write your steps on screws produced in January 2006 or screws produced in 31 days. Okay, screws produced in January or in 31 days. Okay, in January 2006. And for finding that, we multiply the number of screws produced in one day into the number of days in January. That is the number of screws produced in one day. How many screws were produced? Yes, 2,825 into number of days in January. That is 31 days. So we multiply with 31. Okay. So we multiply these two numbers, we get the answer. That is the number of screws produced in the January month. Okay. So here margin, you do the multiplication. It is 2,825 into 31. 2,825 into 31. Okay. We also learned about multiplication. And first we multiply these four numbers into 1. Okay. 1 into 5, 5. Then 1 into 2, 2. Then 1 8 is 8. Then 1 2 is 2. And then we multiply these numbers into 3. So first we put the 1 is a 0 and we multiply 3 into 5. 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15. So we can write 5 that the answer is 8, 7, 5, 7, 5. How can we read this number? Read it. Oh, first we put comma. The first comma comes after 100 position. Okay, here's the first comma. And read the number. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, and 10,000. And how many thousands here? 87,000. 87,575. 87,575. That means in the month of January, 87,575 screws were produced. Okay. How many screws were produced in the month of January? Yes, 87,575. 87,575 screws were produced in the month of January. Okay. So we move to now next question. And the next question is question number 7. Question number 7. And read the question. A merchant had rupees 78,592. A merchant had 78,592 rupees with her. She placed an order for purchasing 40 radio sets. He placed an order to purchase 40 radio sets. Then at 1,200 rupees each. And each radio set, cost of each radio set is 1,200 rupees. And we want to find how much money will remain with her after the purchase. How much money will remain? For finding the remaining money or remaining objects, we use subtraction. But here we also find the cost of 40 radios. That means here given cost of 1 radio and he purchased 40 radios, and we want to find first the cost of 40 radios. And for finding the cost of 40 radio, we multiply number of radios purchasing into cost of 1 radio. Okay. And first we read the question once again. A merchant had 78,592 rupees with her. That means the total money the merchant had is the 78,592. Okay. By using, then she placed an order for purchasing 40 radio sets. He purchasing how many radio sets? Yes, 40 radio sets. And each radio set, that means one radio, cost of one radio is 1,200 rupees. And here we want to find the cost of 40 radios. For finding the cost of 40 radios, we multiply the total number of radio sets into cost of one radio. That means 40 into 1,200. Okay. So we can find we get the total cost of the 40 radios. Then we subtract the cost of 40 radios from total money with her. Then we get the answer, that is how much money remained with her. Okay. So I can write the step. The first step is total money the merchant had. That means here given a merchant had 78,592 rupees. That means our first step is total money the merchant had. Okay. Total money the merchant had. And the question number 7. Answer. The first step, that is in the question, it is given total money the merchant had. The merchant had. How much money did the merchant had? Is 78,592. 78,592. And here is given, he placed an order for purchasing 40 radio sets. That is, our next step is number of radio sets she placed an order for purchasing, or number of radio sets she purchased. Okay, number of radio sets, number of radio sets, number of, how many radio sets can you place an order for purchasing? Yes, 40. So it is equal to 40. And here is also given another value 1200. It is the cost of one radio. Cost of one radio. Cost of each radio. Each radio means cost of one radio. Okay. So we can write our next step as cost of one radio or cost of each radio. Okay. Cost of each radio. These values are given in our textbook. 1200 rupees. We can write rupees 1200. Okay. And this is rupees 78,592. These three values are given in our textbook, and we want to find the remaining money with the merchant. For finding remaining money, we want to find the total cost of 40 radios, because here is given only the cost of one radio, and we want to find the cost of 40 radio sets. And our next step is cost of 40 radio sets. Cost of 40 radio sets. And our next step is cost of 40 radio sets. Here is given only the cost of one radio, and we can find the cost of 40 radios. We multiply the number of radios into cost of one radio. That is, cost of each radio or cost of one radio is 1200. We multiply the cost of one radio into total number of radios she purchased. That is, total number of radios she purchased is 40. So 1200 into 40. Okay. So we want to multiply and find the answer. For finding the answer, in easy way, we multiply 12 into 4. 12 into 4. Listen carefully. There is 1200 and 40. It is 0. So we want to find the answer. We apply easy way. There is 12 into 4. We want to find 12 into 4. 4 into 2. 4 2s are 8. And 1 4 is 4. Here is 48. 48. And is that in 1200 there are 2 zeros. How many zeros? 2 zeros. So we put here 2 zeros. And in 40 there is another 1 zero. So we put 1 zero here. In the two numbers we want to put 3 zeros here, because in these two numbers there are 3 zeros. That means in 1200 there is 2 zeros. And in 40 there is 1 zero. So we put 3 zeros in the answer. First we multiply 12 into 4 and we apply the number of zeros in this question. Okay. So we get the answer. How can we read this answer? Here we put the comma and we calculate it 48,000. So cost of 40 radios are 48,000. Cost of 40 radios are 48,000. And the merchant had purchased 40 radios, so he spent 48,000 rupees. Okay, because he spent 48,000 rupees because she purchased 40 radios, and she had only 78,592 rupees. And we want to find, or in the question, we want to find the remaining money with her. Okay. So finding remaining money remain with her, or money left with her, we use subtraction. Okay. Remaining things, for finding the remaining things or left with her, we want to use subtraction. Here we subtract the cost of 40 radios from the total money. Okay. Here the cost of 40 radios are 48,000. We subtract 48,000 from left with her. And for finding the money left with her, we subtract positive 40 radios from total money. Here, total money with the merchant had is 78,592. 78,592 minus the cost of 40 radios. That means 48,000. 48,000. Okay. And in your margin, you find the answer. That is 78,592 minus 48,000. Okay. 2 minus 0, 2. 9 minus 0, again 9. 5 minus 0, it's 5. 8 minus 8, 0. 7 minus 4, 3. 7 minus 4, 3. And our answer is 30592. How can we read this number? Here we put the 6, comma, and we can read how many thousands? 30,000. 30,592. Okay. So our answer is 30,592. That means after the purchasing of 40 radio set, the merchant had only remaining money of 30,592. So our answer is 30,592. Okay. Understood? And we move to our next question. Question number 8. Question number 8. Look at your text and read the question carefully. Here, a student multiplied 7,236 by 65. 7,236. 7,236 by 65. Instead of 50, multiplying by 56. Instead of multiplying by 56. Actually, the student want to find the answer of 7,236 into 56. But he multiplied, as I decided, he multiplied instead of 60, he multiplied 7,236 into 65. He used 65 instead of 56. Okay. He used 65 instead of 56. So, she get the wrong answer because he actually he want to find the product of 7,236 into 56. But he multiplied this number into 65. 56 or 65. So he get the wrong answer. Okay. And in the question we want to find by how much was his answer greater than the correct answer. By how much was the answer greater than the correct answer. And so to find how much was the answer is greater than the correct answer. And we want to find the difference between correct answer and incorrect answer. And in an easy way, we find that first we find that the difference between 65 and 56 because he used 65 instead of 56. So first we find the difference between 65 and 56. Okay, the first step is different, and also we want to find the difference between correct and wrong answer. An easy way we want to find the difference between 65 and 56. Okay, and our first step is 65 and the difference between 65 and 56, and the question number 8. Question number 8. Answer: difference between 65 and we find the difference between 65 and 56 because he used 65 instead of 56. And the difference between 65 and 56 is 65 minus 56. We get 9. Okay. Here 5, 15. 9 minus 6, 15. Here 0. So the difference between 65 and 56 is 9. And to find the difference between correct and incorrect answer, we multiply the number 7,236 into the difference between these two numbers. That means 7,236 into 9. 7,236 into 9. Then we get the answer. Okay. So, our next step is difference between the correct and incorrect answer. Difference between correct and incorrect answer. So find the difference between correct and incorrect answer, or find how much better is the find the difference between correct and incorrect answer. We multiply the number, that is 7,236 into the difference between these two numbers, that is 9. Okay, then we get the correct answer, or the difference between the correct and incorrect answer. So here we got calculation 7,236 into 9. Okay. So this is our answer, that is 65,124. 65,124. So the answer is, the difference between correct and incorrect answer is 65,124. Okay. So by 65,124 was the answer is greater than the correct answer. Okay. So we move to the other question. And the question number 9. Question number 9. Here we can also use our conversion, that is kilogram into gram, kilometer into meter. Okay. So look at your text. Question number 9. Question number 9. Read carefully. To stitch a shirt, 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth is needed. To stitch one shirt, 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth is needed. And out of 40 meter cloth, how many shirt can be stitched and how much cloth will remain? Okay, here 40 meter means the total length of cloth, and for stitching one shirt we need 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth. And the question is, how many shirts can be stitched by using 40 meter cloth? How many shirts can be stitched using 40 meter cloth? And another question, how much cloth will remain? How much cloth will remain? So we find the remaining cloth, we use subtraction. Before that we want to find how many shirts can be stitched using 40 meter cloth. And our first step is Here to stitch a shirt 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth is needed. That means cloth needed to stitch one cloth. Cloth needed to stitch one shirt. Not cloth, shirt. Okay. Cloth needed to stitch one shirt. And we write our first step as cloth needed to stitch one shirt. Cloth needed to stitch one shirt. That is 2 meter 15 centimeter. 2 meter 15 centimeter. Here the units are given in meter and centimeter, and we want to convert the number of meter into centimeter. That means we want to convert 2 meter 15 centimeter into centimeter. Okay. Here 2 is in meter and 15 is in centimeter. So only we convert 2 meter into centimeter and add the 15. Okay, and add 15 because 15 is also in centimeter. Okay. So how can we convert meter into centimeter? Yes, we multiply the number of meter into 100. For converting meter into centimeter, we multiply the number of meter into 100. That means here the number of meter is 2. 2 is in meter. So we multiply 2 into 100. Okay, 2 into 100. And we write 2 into 100 for converting meter into centimeter. Okay, 2 into 100. And 15 plus 15 because 15 is also in centimeter. Okay, so we cannot convert 15 into another unit. Okay, so 2 meter into centimeter, we multiply 2 into 100 plus 15 centimeter, and 2 into 100. Yes, we have 1 into 2, and in 100 there are 2 zeros. Okay, so we put here 2 zeros. 200, 2 into 100, 200 plus 15 plus 15, and we get 200 plus 15. Yes, 215. Okay, 215. So 215 centimeter. 215 centimeter. 215 centimeter. And simply we can write 2 meter 15 centimeters 215. Okay, we can write these three numbers together and we get the same answer. Okay, 215. So 215 centimeter cloth is needed to stitch one shirt. And here is given out of 40 meter cloth. That means the total length of the cloth. Total length of the cloth. So total length of the cloth. It is given out of 40 meter cloth. So 40 meter is the total length of the cloth. So our next step is total length of the cloth is equal to 40 meter. Here 40 is also in meter, and we want to convert meter into centimeter. For converting meter into centimeter, we multiply the number of meter into 100. That is here 40 is in meter, so we multiply 40 into 100. It is equal to 40 into 100. Okay. Here 4 into 1. Yes, 4, and in 40 there is 1 0. That we put here, and in 100 there is 2 zeros. That we put 2 zeros together. Okay. So 4 into 1, 4, and in these two numbers there are 3 zeros, and we put 3 zeros together. centimeter. That means we convert meter into centimeter. That is 4000 centimeter. 4000 centimeter. Okay. So here the cloth needed to stitch one shirt is 215 centimeter and the total length of the cloth is 4000 centimeter. And our first question is how many shirts can be stitched? How many shirts can be stitched by using 40 meter cloth or 4000 centimeter cloth? For finding that number of shirt stitched, we use division. That is, we divide the total length of the cloth 4000 divided by the cloth needed to stitch one shirt, 1 to 15, and we get the answer. That is how many shirts we can stitch using 40 meter cloth. For finding the number of clothes that we can stitch using 40 meter cloth, we divide 4000 divided by 215. And our next step is number of shirts stitched. Number of shirts stitched is equal to, for finding the number of shirts stitched using 4000 centimeter, we divide 4000 by 215. Okay. For dividing 4000 by 215, we get 0. Here we borrow. Then it is also 9. Then 3 and 10 minus 5. 9 minus 1, 8. 1. And 215 into 8 we get 8 5 40. And 2000 5 into 9 we get 45. Here 4 is remainder. 1 minus 9. 9 plus 4. 13. Remainder 1. 9 2 are 18. 18 plus 9. 190. And here we get 2015 into 8. 1720. And here we get 2015 into 9. 1935. And 1935 is greater than 1850. And so we take 8. Write 18 quotient and 1720. And subtract the following: 0, 5 minus 2, 3, 8 minus 7, 1. Okay. So this is our remainder. Okay. And this is the quotient and this is our answer. Okay. Quotient is our answer. So that means total 18 shirt can be stitched using 40 meter cloth. Okay. So our answer is 18. Number of shirt stitched using 40 meter cloth or 4000 centimeter cloth is 18 shirt. 18 shirt. And there is also another question here. And how much cloth will remain? That is, here this is a remainder. Okay. So 130 centimeter cloth is remaining. 130 centimeter cloth remains. And you also write as 1 meter 30 centimeter cloths were remaining. Okay, the remaining cloths is 1 meter 30 centimeter. This is the number of shirts. This is the number of shirts stitched using 4000 centimeter cloth, and here 130 is the remaining cloth. Understood? Okay, and the 130 that we can write as 1 meter 30 centimeter. Okay, so this is our answer. The number of shirts stitched is 18 and the remaining cloth is 1 meter 30 centimeter. Okay, and the next question. Next question, that is the 10th question. Medicine is packed in boxes. Medicine is packed in boxes, each weighing 4 kilogram 500 gram. Each weighing 4 kilogram 500 gram. How many such boxes can be loaded in a van which cannot carry beyond 800 kilogram? Here, a medicine is packed in boxes. Medicine is packed in boxes, each weighing 4 kilogram 500 gram. That means 4 kilogram 500 gram is the weight of one box or weight of each box. 4 kilogram 500 gram is the weight of each box. And here's the question, how many such boxes can be loaded in a van? How we want to find the number of boxes that can be carried in the van. And here is another hint, and the van which cannot carry beyond 800 kilogram. The van carry only 800 kilogram, okay, and the weight of one box is 4 kilogram 500 gram. And we want to find the number of boxes that can be carried by the van. For finding the number of boxes carried by the van, we use division. And before that, we write our steps. Here in the question, the number that given in the first is 4 kilogram 500 gram, and 4 kilogram 500 gram is the weight of each boxes. Weight of each box. And our first step is weight of each box or weight of one box. Weight of each box or weight of one box. And the question number 9. Sorry, question number 10. Okay, question number 10. And our first step is weight of each box or one box. Okay, weight of one box. Weight of one box is 4 kilogram 500 gram. 4 kilogram 500 gram. It is also in kilogram and gram, and we convert kilogram into gram. Okay, for finding the answer, we convert kilogram into gram. For converting kilogram into gram, we use, how can we convert kilogram into gram? Yes, for converting kilogram into gram, we multiply the number of kilogram into 1000. Number of kilogram into 1000. Here is kilogram and gram. So we convert kilogram into gram. That is 4 kilogram can be converted into gram. That is 4 into 1000. Then we add 500, which means 500 is also in gram. Okay. So we can write, we convert 4 kilogram into gram. So we multiply the number of kilogram, that is 4 into 1000, and plus 500 gram. 500 gram. 4 into 1000. Here 4 into 1, 4. And in 1000, how many zeros? 3 zeros. And we can write 3 zeros. Then we get 4000. 4 into 1000. 4000 plus 500 plus 500, and 4000 into 500, 4500. Here is 3 digits are there, so we can erase 3 zeros from here and write these digits. Okay, that means 4000 plus 500. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3 digits. So we can erase 3 zeros from the right. 1, 2, 3. And we can write these 3 digits here. 5, 0, 0. So we can get the answer 4500 gram. 4500 gram. And in the question, there is another hint is given, that is the van which cannot carry beyond 800 kilogram. That means the maximum capacity of the van is 800 kilogram. It cannot carry more than 800 kilogram. Okay. So our next step is maximum weight carried by the van. Maximum weight carried by the van. Maximum weight in the van. That is the maximum weight that can be carried by the van is 800 kilograms, equal to 800 kilograms. Yes, 800 is also in kilogram. We want to find or convert 800 kilogram into gram. And to convert 800 kilogram into gram, we multiply 800 into 1000. 800 into 1000. And in simple way, we write 1 into 8. 8. And in 800, there is 2 zeros. So we put 2 zeros. And in 1000, there is 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Okay. How can we read this number? First comma comes here, and the second comma comes 2 digits later. That is here. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, 10,000 lakh. That means 8 lakh. Okay. So the van carried 8 lakh gram. Okay. And we want to find how many boxes can be loaded in the van. The number of boxes carried in the van. For finding the number of boxes carried in the van, we use division. That is 8 lakh divided by 4,500 gram. That means for finding the number of boxes carried by the van, we divide maximum weight carried by the van divided by weight of one box. That is 8 lakh divided by 4,500 gram. And our final step or our answer, we can write number of boxes that can be loaded in the van. Number of boxes. Simply we can write number of boxes. Okay. That's equal to, how can we find the number of boxes that can be loaded in the van? That means we divide 8 lakh gram divided by 4,500. 8 lakh divided by 4,500. Here denominator and numerator, the same numbers are cancelled. The 0, 0, again 0, 0. And we get 8,000. Okay. The 2 zeros are cancelled. Divided by 45. 8,000 divided by 45. Here we divide the following. That is 8,000 divided by 45. 8,000 divided by 45. Okay. To find 8,000 divided by 45, we get the answer 145 into 45, 45, and 45 into 2. 10, 4 8 are 8, 9. So 19 is greater than 80, so we take 1, 45. So 10 minus 5, 5, 0, 10. We multiply 45 into 7, 35, 28, 31, and 8. 8 5s are 40. 360. 360 is greater than 350, so we take 7. Okay, we can write 7 here. And 45 into 7, 350. And subtract, we get 0 minus 5. We cannot subtract 5 from 0, so we can borrow. And here 10 minus 5, 5, and here become 5 become 4. 4 minus 1, 4 minus 1, 3. And this 0 can be put down. And again 350. Again we take 7, 350, and 10 minus 1 is 5. 5 minus 1. Sorry, 4 minus 1, 3. So this is our answer. That means 177 boxes can be carried by the van. That is, the answer is 177. Okay. Okay, this is our answer. We take the question as our answer. So 177 boxes, 177 boxes can be carried by the van. Okay, so this is our answer. Okay students, now let us wind up our class, and here is in exercise 1.1 there is another 2 questions are here, and that can be discussed in our next class. Okay, study well, have a nice day.